simple. The team that we root for today wouldn't be here were it not for Howard Baldwin. The team's history reflects that of the man we honor today. The Whalers and Baldwin, Baldwin and the Whalers. He was always there. The roof fell in on our building. A disaster. Howard had us traveling up Route 91 to Springfield just hours later for a Whaler game. Howard Baldwin loved the World Hockey Association. He became its president. But he wanted more for his team. He wanted more for his adopted city. He wanted the NHL. It was a tough sell. He negotiated for years, failing twice before finally becoming a member.
I think that a hell of a lot was accomplished because a lot of the emotional differences, a lot of the dislikes, or however you want to put it, was broken down over the past few days. I think that they have come away with a lot of respect for us. And I must say, I quite frankly have come away with a lot more respect for them.
That was in June of 1978. By March of 1979, the Whalers and 3 other teams from the World Hockey Association were big time.
On behalf of the Board of Governors of the National Hockey League, I'm very pleased to be able to report to you today that the board has approved the National Hockey League's 5th plan of expansion.
Tell us your innermost thoughts.
Well, I am very happy, you know, because we've worked long and hard on it, the partnership has, and I'm really happy for my partners and the people in Hartford, for people like yourself. I think there's no question that it takes our sport and our franchise and puts it right where it belongs, and getting it right back up there is number one.
The team made the playoffs that first year in the NHL. Montreal, however, knocked the Whalers out in 3 games. Then we saw rough times for this team. Howard, you can't possibly remember all the press conferences you had to attend. Well, you may remember some of them because you were there for each and every one of them, all the changes. It was you who stood up and took the heat when things didn't go well with the Hartford Whalers. You took the heat when others should have shared at least some of it. But it's been some trip, and no one more than you deserves to be in the Whalers Hall of Fame.
It gives me great pleasure today to announce that Larry Plow will be head coach of the Hartford Whalers for the balance of this season and for the next 2 seasons.
He's young. He's not afraid to try new ideas. He does relate very well to the players.
But the key to it is you got to be ready to accept that challenge. And you're the only person that knows when you're ready. And I know I'm ready.
Today I'm announcing that Jack Kelly will no longer be the Director of Hockey Operations. At the same time, I'm very pleased to announce that Larry Plow will take over Jack's responsibilities as Director of Hockey Operations.
As far as offering me the Director of Hockey Operations, there was no power struggle there. He offered me that job.
We're doing now what we said we would do last year, which is we're converting the team from an older team to a younger, more competitive one. And it's a very painful thing to do, but we're doing it.
Very candidly, probably I didn't get to know some of the players the way that I should have. But once again, that does take some time.
The last thing in the world I wanted was a change. Yet at the same time, when you see something that isn't right, the easiest thing in the world, David, would have been not to make a change, just to go through the year and then have everybody at the end of the year say, gee whiz, the team didn't do well, but boy, they were patient. And you got to applaud Whaler management for being patient. And that would have been easy to do, but it would have been the hypocritical thing to do. It wasn't going right. However, I will state that the person chosen will be a person of impeccable credentials, a person who will have the complete confidence of management, the players, and the fans. I am very pleased to be able to stand before you today and state with total conviction that we have that man in Emile Francis. As for my future with the Hartford Whalers, at this point in time, it is unresolved. Yet suffice it to say, if I am to have any role with the team, it will clearly be one without management controls. When you pay the amount of money these gentlemen have paid, they are entitled to full management control. As for me making a bid or a matching bid, it is clearly stated that the preference of this partnership is to sell to Mr. Conrad and to Mr. Gordon. Therefore, that being their desires, recognizing what this partnership has done for me and the community, it is my goal to resolve my current situation in a matter satisfactory to all. Lastly, I'd like to thank the Whalers organization. I won't single out names, but as an organization, you are the best, and what you see and have here today, you should be very proud of. Thank you.